From overcoming heartache and loss to reaching the heights of Hollywood stardom, Keanu Reeves' life could easily be turned into an Oscar-worthy film. Despite his successes, he remains humble and private about his experiences. Despite facing numerous challenges, he has persevered and become a highly respected actor, humanitarian, and fighter. He approaches sharing his story with admirable grace and restraint, but the world has ultimately recognized and celebrated his many talents and contributions. Born in Beirut, Lebanon in 1964, of English-Hawaiian descent, Keanu Reeves didn't have an easy start in life. His father was imprisoned for dealing drugs and abandoned the family when Keanu was just 3 years old. Keanu's mother worked as a costume designer and reportedly a stripper to support Keanu and his sister on her own. The family moved frequently, eventually settling in Toronto, where Keanu's mother remarried 3 times, giving Keanu 3 stepfathers. As a teenager, Keanu struggled with dyslexia and had a tendency to defy authority, leading him to drop out of high school. Despite these challenges, he went on to become a successful actor known for his heartthrob and action movie roles. From a young age, Keanu dreamt of making it in the acting industry. Despite not necessarily being the most academically inclined, he never let go of his desire to perform. But Keanu's love for hockey ran just as deep, and he excelled as a goaltender. Tragically, a knee injury brought his sports career to a sudden end and still haunts him to this day, as fans noticed on the set of John Wick. Maybe it was fate that Keanu would go on to become a major player in Hollywood, conquering the acting world. He got his start in the industry at just 9 years old, performing in various theater productions. At the young age of 15, he even landed the role of Mercutio in the Shakespearean classic Romeo and Juliet. With his youthful appearance, Keanu often found himself cast as a teenage character, often portraying the energetic and sometimes bumbling teenager driven by hormones. But Keanu was a driven artist who knew what he wanted. He took on any opportunity that came his way, always keeping his ultimate goal in mind. In the 1990s, he started to break out of his teenager roles, leaving a lasting impact with his performance in Point Break, alongside Patrick Swayze. In 1992, he even won the MTV Movie Award for the Most Desirable Male. Keanu never let fame get to his head, instead of opting to steer clear of the typical celebrity vices and indulgences. He has often spoken about his efforts to keep substance use to a minimum, choosing to avoid getting caught up in the negative aspects of fame. Keanu has admitted to experimenting with substances in the past, but the untimely death of his close friend and colleague River Phoenix due to a drug overdose was a wake-up call for him. The loss of River, who was also a rising star in Hollywood in the 90s, hit Keanu hard, and he has been vocal about the impact it had on his life, leading him to become an advocate against drug abuse. In 1994, he had a breakthrough moment in his career when he starred in the hit movie Speed alongside Sandra Bullock. It was revealed on the Ellen DeGeneres show that both Reeves and Bullock had crushes on each other while filming the movie.
Because everybody had a crush on you, if she had a crush on you then, and this is what she said.
I think about how sweet Keanu Reeves was and how handsome he was. It was hard. It was really, it was hard for me to like really be serious. Like he would look at me and I'd be like,
Did you know that she had a crush on you? No? Did you
She
have
obviously didn't know I had a crush on her either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But they never pursued a romantic relationship because they were working. Despite this, they have remained friends and even starred in another film together, The Lake House, in 2006. There have been many rumors about Keanu Reeves' relationship with Sandra Bullock, with many speculating that there was more to their friendship than just a professional connection. However, the two never publicly confirmed anything beyond their on-screen romance. In a surprising move, Keanu turned down the opportunity to star in the sequel to Speed and instead returned to the stage, taking on the role of Hamlet in a theater production. His performance received critical acclaim, with some saying he embodied the character of the troubled prince so perfectly that he seemed to become Hamlet himself. seamlessly combining innocence and agony in his portrayal of the role. Soon after, Keanu revitalized his career with appearances in big-budget films like Walk in the Clouds and Chain Reaction. He formed a close bond with Charlize Theron while filming The Devil's Advocate, and the two were frequently spotted getting cozy in public. However, they never publicly confirmed any romantic relationship beyond their work on the movie. In 1999, Keanu's career reached new heights when he was cast as the lead in the action film classic The Matrix. He excelled in the physically demanding role, which earned him a huge payday of around $30 million. Interestingly, Keanu was chosen for the part over other A-list actors like Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, and Brad Pitt. Unfortunately, despite his professional success, Keanu faced personal challenges in his life. In 1992, Keanu Reeves faced a major shock when his sister was diagnosed with leukemia. Despite the public unaware at that time, Keanu generously donated money to cancer charities and organizations. During the filming of the Matrix series, Keanu met a woman who would greatly impact his life. Her name was Jennifer Syme, and she worked as David Lynch's personal assistant. The two met at a party in LA and soon started dating. Jennifer was the first girl in a long while to be seen publicly as Keanu's official girlfriend, and it was clear that she meant the world to him. After a year of dating, Jennifer became pregnant. While the couple didn't get married, they did start living together and eagerly awaited the baby's arrival. Tragically, their child was born prematurely in the 8th month and could not be saved by doctors. Keanu and Jennifer named their daughter Ava Archer Syme Reeves. As they struggled to cope with their immense grief, Keanu and Jennifer's relationship began to deteriorate. They eventually drifted apart, but still kept in touch occasionally. On April 2, 2001, Jennifer was involved in a car accident in Los Angeles and died instantly. She was laid to rest next to her and Keanu's late daughter at Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles. The loss of his child and the love of his life shattered Keanu's heart into pieces. He was supposed to begin filming the sequel to the Matrix series, but he needed time to grieve. Previously, Keanu had never been very open about his private life, but these events caused him to retreat further into privacy. For years, Keanu seemed to disappear from the public eye as he took a break from the spotlight. However, people began spotting him in various unexpected places in public. It was clear that he was going through a difficult time, but he still maintained the down-to-earth charm he was known for. For a significant period of time, Keanu avoided the limelight and little was known about his dating life. As he struggled with depression, he kept a low profile. He attempted to rejuvenate his character with the film 47 Ronin, but it was a failure. Many people didn't believe he would make another comeback, let alone achieve the level of success he had with the Matrix series. However, Keanu surprised everyone with the blockbuster hit John Wick, and all eyes were on him once again. The character of a retired assassin dealing with bereavement and grief hit close to home for Keanu Reeves. He opened up about how grief was one of the foundations of the role for John Wick. He loves his grief. For him, grief and loss are things that don't ever go away. They stay with you. As a performer, Keanu poured his own personal experiences with grief into his portrayal of the beloved hitman, bringing depth and authenticity to the role. To cope with grief and loss, Keanu turned to writing. In 2009, he partnered with visual artist Alexander Grant to establish the publishing house X Artist Books. Together, they produced a poem picture called Ode to Happiness, featuring Keanu's poems and Grant's illustrations. This collaboration marked the beginning of a close friendship between the two. Eventually, their relationship became something more, as they were spotted holding hands at the LACMA Art and Film Gala in Los Angeles in 2020. It seemed that Keanu had finally found the confidence to be open about his relationship. What makes Keanu Reeves an inspiring figure? Despite his estimated net worth of around $100 million, Keanu can still be seen riding the subway and chatting with homeless individuals on the sidewalk. Despite facing difficult challenges in life, he maintains a friendly smile and hasn't let fame change him. Reeves took the most painful part of his life and used them as inspiration. He never stopped grieving or forgot about his loss, but he found a way to channel those emotions into his acting and writing. It's this raw, genuine sincerity that has touched the hearts of people all over the world. He continues to excel in the film industry, bringing depth and passion to his roles. Most importantly, Keanu has never lost his kindness towards others, and it's wonderful to see him receiving love in return.